Hello there! Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall have PNR General Manager June Magno with updates on the railway system. A road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on walking facing the traffic. This week's Spying Chuper shall be about wearing a proper uniform of PUV drivers. The public service segment shall have the reaction on waste deposits on the Pasig River. Showcase this week shall have the compact sedan from VOLKSWAGEN, the 2019 LAMANDO 1.4 TSI DSG SEL. While for race weekend, we'll have the 2020 Super Sprint Series Round 1 held at the Maykawayan Commercial Complex.
All of these was the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry are in this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us!
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Dad, naflatan kami.
Dad? Dad?
You okay? Iwan mo na yan. Ako na bahala dyan. Let's go. Hatid ko na kayo. Tara. Excuse me? Let's go!
Thank you. You always have my back.
Have fun.
I will.
Welcome back. Here are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. The DPWH has announced the partial opening of the C3-R10 section of the NLEX Harbor Link Segment 10 by March. It's an elevated expressway that will provide direct access between R10 in Navotas City and NLEX.
According to DPWH Secretary Mark Villar, the C3-R10 section has reached 80% completion. One of the major projects under the Build program, the 2.6-kilometer C3-R10 section from Caloocan Interchange, C3 Road, Caloocan City to Rayville Road 10. Navotas City will connect to the 5.65-kilometer NLEX Harbor Link Segment 10 that passes through Carohatan, Valenzuela City, Governor Pascual Avenue in Malabon City, and 5th Avenue C3 Road, Caloocan City.
Itong Harbor Link extension ng first by Valentine's Day, which is around Feb 14, balak namin tapusin itong dagat-dagatan exit. Pagbaba ng motorista sa dagat-dagatan, pwede nang dumiretso sa R10. So yun ang impact nito. Sa ngayon kasi, medyo congested yung C3 road sa baba nito. Medyo congested, so nahihirapan din yung mga kotse. Pag natapos po itong first phase, 3,000 workers ang nagtatrabaho para matapos itong project in time for our deadline.
The entire C3-R10 section is seen to help decongest major roads such as EDSA and C5 once opened in March. Additionally, the opening of the said section will benefit the transport logistics industry as cargo trucks will have 24/7 access from the port to NLEX, sparing them from truck ban and congested local roads.
Pag natapos yung R10, napakalaking bagay dahil lahat ng trucks na galing sa port, pwede nang umakyat directly to the harbor lane. So sa ngayon, about 5,000 cars a day ang dumadaan sa harbor link. Pero pag natapos itong makukuha yung buong projection of almost 30,000 cars a day. So pag natapos itong alignment by March 15, we can expect that mababawasan talaga yung trucks sa Metro Manila at the same time. But as early as Feb 15, magkakaroon na ng initial exit na magagamit na ng ating mga motorista.
It is also envisioned to boost trade performance and lead to on-time delivery of goods to different inland destinations in Central and North Luzon.
NLEX Corporation said that they are aiming to contribute more to the productive capacity of the economy, generate jobs, and ease traffic congestion in Metro Manila. Meanwhile, the newest addition to Isuzu Philippines PUV lineup, the Travis lightweight truck with utility van, has been presented to the DOTR and the LTFRB.
This Class 1 PUV passed the modernization requirements of the DOTR Omnibus Franchise Guidelines or OFG. The Class 1 PUV, using the Travis platform, is equipped with Euro 4 compliant 2.5-liter 4JA1 Blue Power direct injection diesel.
Officially introduce our Class 1 PUV. Ang platform namin ngayon ay yung bago namin Isuzu Travis with 4JA1 engine, the Euro 4 na rin.
The Isuzu Travis, being a Class 1 PUV, can accommodate 13 passengers with its size. It can fit and go well on small roads in the metro. According to Isuzu Philippines, the latest addition to their PUV fleet is a cheaper option for transport cooperatives to get started in the government's PUV modernization program.
Ang passenger capacity is only 13 passenger para dito yung sa mga kalsadang maliliit, and then ang kanyang overall length lang is 4.5 meters. So, ideal to para sa mga short distance replacement ng mga jeepneys.
Isuzu also reported that DOTR Secretary Arthur Tugade had a positive feedback on this.
Secretary is very pleased with the support of Isuzu, and we promise to support whatever program the government has, particularly on PUV modernization. So we will work to meet this target in terms of quality, cost, and delivery.
With this, Isuzu Philippines invites everyone to visit their showrooms and look for their truck elite and professionals for whatever modern PUV concern you have.
The Class 1 Isuzu PUV is suitable for crowded inner-city roads, and the Travis Class 1 PUV is a good alternative to have a modernized jeepney for transport cooperatives. Continuing, the MMDA welcomed the month of February by announcing that the free ride to the Pasig River Ferry Service, or the PRFS, is extended for the entire month of February.
MMDA Chairman Danilo Lim said that the extension of the Libreng Sakay until February 29 is part of the agency's continued effort to support the public's interest on the ferry service and further highlight its many benefits. Based on records, the PRFS serves an average of 700 to 1,000 passengers a day. Commuters are accommodated on a first-come, first-served basis. Meanwhile, MMDA said that more improvements on the ferry's facilities and operations are underway to better serve the public. The MMDA chairman added that there are also plans to construct 3 more ferry stations, namely Quinta Market in Manila, Circuit Makati in Makati, and Kalawaan in Pasig to further expand its operations. At present, the PRFS has 7 boats which can accommodate varying number of passengers.
Since its relaunch, the PRFS continues to attract more patrons who prefer the water transportation service over PUVs in going to their destinations in various parts of the metro. And finally, in light of the 2019 novel coronavirus that has raised concerns in various countries, including the Philippines, the DOTR tightens safety measures in the country's transportation hubs.
DOTR Secretary Arthur Tugade said that the department and its attached agencies have been implementing its safety protocols at the country's gateways. Secretary Tugade said that the DOTR is closely coordinating with the Department of Health and the Bureau of Quarantine to support its efforts to secure transport terminals from the 2019 novel coronavirus, or NCOV, and in closely monitoring arriving passengers. For its part, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines has reactivated its communicable disease preparedness procedures on all CAAP-operated airports, especially in international gateways, in a bid to contain the spread into the country of the nCoV. Airport frontline personnel have been advised to observe precautionary measures such as maintaining proper hygiene and regular hand washing, and to exercise extreme vigilance in handling passenger arrivals, and strictly monitor those who are possibly infected by the virus. Meanwhile, the LTFRB has issued Memorandum Circular 2020-005 mandating all PUV drivers and conductors to properly wear face masks at all times while on duty, and for all franchise holders to ensure compliance. For its part, the DOTR railway sector instructed all frontline station and security personnel of railway lines to wear appropriate face masks and to ensure that hand sanitizers and soaps are available for use in restrooms and other strategic areas inside stations.
Secretary Tugade extended his appeal for cooperation from commuters, especially those who may feel inconvenienced by the strict safety measures being implemented. Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. After more than a century, new developments, programs, and projects are now slated for the government-owned Philippine National Railways. These include extension of railway routes, addition of train coaches and rail cars, among others. A lot have been accomplished as well. On Motoring Forum this week, we have all the answers straight from the PNR General Manager himself, Mr. June Magno. PNR Malolos, PNR Clark, and PNR South Commuter Railway System from Calamba to Capas Tarlac, which are all part of the North-South Commuter Railway Project, and the South Long-Haul Train System from Calamba to Matnog are two of the railway's big-ticket projects. For the former, the northern portion has started its building phase, while the southern part is on bidding process. For the latter, the PNR has already ordered the trains that will be used in the system.
This year, we start ramping up the build-out of the Calamba to Capas North-South Commuter Railway Service. We would start building also the South Long-Haul Calamba to Matnog train system that will be running 160 kilometers per hour. Again, there was a previous interview you guys did to us. We were telling you that we will do the 3 hours to Naga. Those trains were, 3 sets were ordered as lead-in class, meaning the first 3 sets that class of the train. We will be soon building that, and we hope to be partially operable by December 2021.
Knowing how aggressive the Duterte government's Build program is, the PNR General Manager said that they are in need of more manpower, engineers in particular, to make all these a reality.
We need more time. We have a lot of things to build. Build is very aggressive. We need more engineers. We need more people, because the more people that you have, the more you could spend time on building this, the more we could delegate work. We need all the engineers that we could get. And your viewers, if they're engineers, they can come to my office and apply for a job and give them a job.
With this, the PNR is recruiting manpower directly from schools and state universities. He also admitted that the pressure has always been present.
We're going to schools. We're recruiting directly from schools. Hanggang sa mga probinsya na schools and the state universities. We're doing that. In one case, PUP, we got almost, if I'm not mistaken, 70-80% of the railway engineers. And some mechanical engineers from schools in Bicol. And we still require more civil engineers. The schools can provide us, we'll take all of them.
According to GM Magno, this is the biggest build in PNR history since 1917.
The build-out would be the next 2 years, 2 to 3 years. It's a great opportunity for the Philippine economy to prosper based on that, and after that.
From the time GM Magno entered the picture, the PNR has indeed serviced a lot of train commuters with the addition of train stations and opening of new ones.
When I came in here, we only have 14 to 17 stations. Now we have 34 stations, and we have provisional service all the way to Los Baños. That's 37. We may open another 4 more on the north and another 4 more on the south all the way to San Pablo. So that's around 37 plus 8. That's around 45 stations. Okay, that's aside from the one that we're building out.
New sets of trains have also been added to the PNR service.
PNR has not really bought its own train. That was money given by Congress. For the first time in history, for almost 40 years, for 2 consecutive years, the government has been giving direct support to PNR by buying new trains. So we've been buying trains. Aside from the trains that we would buy from the loans, there's another, if I'm not mistaken, another 64 cars we would buy, and another 100, that's roughly around 200 cars that we would buy for the north-south commuter. And then the south long haul, that's another 10 to 15 train sets. So there's a biggest build-out of mass transit system in history, actually.
Looking ahead, GM Magno is confident on the positive full transformation of the PNR, a government-owned and controlled corporation.
Expect the full transformation of PNR from a 125-year-old complacent company. We will become one of the biggest GOCCs. We will be the prime mass transit corporation. We would be, from now, handling less than 100,000 passengers per day. In the future, we should be handling between 2 to 5 million passengers per day. We will be one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
That was PNR General Manager June Magno, our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Dad, na-flipan kami.
Dad? Dad?
You okay? Iwan mo na yan. Ako na bahala dyan. Let's go. Hatid ko na kayo. Tara. Excuse me? Let's go!
Thank you. You always have my back.
Have fun.
I will.
Suzuki All New Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All New Ertiga debut.
We're back with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. If you're walking the sidewalks of the road, it is always better and safer kung ikaw ay nakaharap sa direksyon kung saan papunta ang traffic. This way, meron ka pang oras para iligtas ang sarili kung sakaling makita mo na may paparating na aksidente. More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel from Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Ka Jojo Martin, isang kapwa nyo tsuper. Maging maayos sa pananamit tuwing papasada.
Kung gusto natin makarami ng pasahero, gawin nating presentable ang ating mga sarili sa tuwing tayo ay magmamaneho. Ugaliing isuot ang uniform ng samahan ng iyong kinabibilangan kapag papasada sa daan. Iwasang magsuot ng mga pambahay na damit katulad ng sando at tsinelas kung ayaw mo ang pasahero ang magalit at umiwas.
Tandaan, kapag maayos ang kasuotan, pasahero ay iyong kaibigan. Ito po si Ka Jojo Martin, payong tsuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Dad, na-flipan kami.
Dad? Dad?
You okay? Iwan mo na yan. Ako na bahala dyan. Let's go. Hatid ko na kayo. Tara. Excuse me? Let's go!
Thank you. You always have my back.
Have fun.
I will.
Continuing, we now welcome you to Motoring Today's world of motorsports. We start with the latest news and developments. The 2020 Super Sprint Series got off to a rousing start at the Maykawayan Commercial Complex in Bulacan with many of last year's entries in the street, amateur, intermediate, and prep categories, and a sprinkling of new faces showing up for the first round of the newest grassroots or entry-level motorsports event in the country. After a day of entries taking turns attempting to set personal best times around a course that features long straights, broken up by several chicanes, and a 360-degree turn, Ryan Ablang, 2019 Prep overall champion, recorded the fastest overall time of 57.478 thousandths of a second while competing in the Prep D3 class. Cody Lang came closest to Ryan with a time of 58.261 thousandths of a second while competing in the Prep C1 class. Robert Go was quickest among all entries in the street category with a personal best time of 1 minute and 6.137 thousandths of a second while driving in the Street 2 class. Inigo Miguel Lim recorded the best overall time of 1 minute and 2.766 thousandths of a second in the amateur category while driving in the Amateur Super Street 3 class. Fastest in the intermediate category was Angelo Cruz with a time of 1 minute and 1.556 thousandths of a second racing in the Intermediate Super Street 2 class. Congratulations to 2020 Super Sprint Round 1 winners. We'll delve more on this race in our race weekend feature that's coming up next. More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today as we now give you Race Weekend. The Super Sprint Series was established late last year to provide an accessible, affordable, and fun entry-level event for motorsports enthusiasts looking to try their hand at racing. The series drew a lot of racing newbies with little to no experience in organized motorsports competitions. Over 3 rounds late in 2019, the series also drew entries from the ranks of intermediate drivers looking for venues to hone their skills in a competition setting. This is also coming true in the first round of the 2020 Super Sprint Series, as Race Weekend found out during interviews with some of the returnees. After a 3-leg stretch last year, the Super Sprint Series is back for another season of racing here at the Maykawayan Commercial Complex in Bulacan. So, let's go check it out. After just holding 3 rounds in its inaugural year, the Super Sprint Series appears to have gained enough of a following to hold more rounds in its second year. It has succeeded to draw lots of entries from ranked amateurs to intermediate drivers, many out to enjoy the experience of racing in a safe, controlled environment. Others looking to discover whether they have the talent and aptitude to be competitive in the sport. The Super Sprint Series may also have been discovered by the more serious racers as another venue for honing their skills in preparation for competing in other more established and competitive series. Among them is Ryan Ablang. Okay, so we're here with one of the most consistent drivers that we have for PAX, for slalom, for Super Sprint, you name it, Mr. Ryan Ablang. Hi, Ryan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me at here at Super Sprint.
Yeah, so can you just give us your thoughts about the Super Sprint Series as a whole? May nakikita ka bang difference or is it somewhat the same as what you drive in PAX and with slalom?
Dito po sa Super Sprint mas madali siya compared dun sa Philippine Autocross. So ang ano lang namin is mas ma-practice pa namin yung driving skill namin. Then yung mga kasama ko rin sa team, inaano ko rin sila na ma-push pa yung skill nila dito sa Super Sprint para in preparation syempre para sa mga ibang events like Philippine Autocross and Slalom.
Yung PAX, nagkakaroon din ng races dito sa Maykawayan eh. So gaano ka different yung course na ginagawa dito compared to sa PAX?
Dito sa Super Sprint, madali yung track kasi ano lang, yung racing line mo hindi complicated unlike Philippine Autocross. Susundan mo lang talaga yung mga cones din, yung mga chicane. Basic lang talaga yung track. Unlike dun sa Philippine Autocross, head-to-head din kayo maglalaban. And yung design, mas madali, lalo na sa mga beginners.
Alright, Mr. Ryan Ablang, hope to see you on the next legs of PAX and of course Slalom. Thank you very much.
Thank you po sa Motoring Today.
first round of the 2020 Super Sprint Series also sees many racers who won class championships in 2019. Under Super Sprint regulations, those who finish a season as class champions will be forced to level up. This apparently is meant to maintain the competitiveness of each class and provide more drivers opportunities to become champion themselves. While the track layout remains designed for beginners, Super Sprint organizers has decided to add new technical challenges to spice up the competition and help entries level up their skills.
My experience with this race for this year is different from last year since we have 360 obstacles right now. Last year, we don't have like that. Long track siya. So talagang hihingalin yung sasakyan ko kasi iyon lang gamit ko.
The Super Sprint Series also has drawn entries from racing families like Ricardo Di Liaco and Pauline Bautista, who both pointed to respective fathers as their main influencers.
I grew up in a racing ganito. So parang I wanted to continue dad's steps kasi syempre si Kuya, he's getting old too.
My dad and my uncle, I saw how they drive and I want to be like them. Kaya nag-join ako sa mga autocross. I want to enhance my skill and hopefully become like them someday.
Teeners Pauline and Ricardo competed in the same class and category in 2019, but found themselves bonding over their love for motorsports.
It's actually fun kasi parang bonding na rin yun eh. So syempre, iba talaga pag parehas kayo ng passion. Then support mo pa yung isa't isa. Nabibuild rin yung pagiging competitive sa isa't isa.
This year, Pauline hopes that not competing in the same class as Ricardo would allow her to shine more in Super Sprint.
Sa Super Sprint kasi siya kalaban ko. Since ngayon kasi, hindi ko na siya kalaban. So parang medyo confident na ako.
Like many of the Super Sprint entries this year, both expect to be active players in the series to provide more seat time in competition and improve their driving chops.
Still enhancing my skills pa kasi. So parang another way of practicing autocross. Like same as sa PAX, ganun.
I still want to learn and we learn new things every day.
And what are their expectations from another season of Super Sprint?
Hopefully, maka at least 10 rounds or 10-9 rounds usually kasi. Like sa PAX, ganun. And then, ayun nga, sana more beginners will come and try to join the sport.
To learn more and to have a good standing, hopefully. And okay naman yung event eh.
That's it for our coverage of the first round of the Super Sprint Series for the year 2020. Check us out again next week for more race weekend action. It is heartwarming to see young people falling in love with and while racing. It should make for some exciting and dramatic storylines this Super Sprint and Motorsports season. Race Weekend will be sure to follow these developing storylines. That's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
Dad, naflatan kami.
Dad? Dad?
You okay? Iwan mo na yan. Ako na bahala dyan. Let's go. Hatid ko na kayo. Tara. Excuse me? Let's go!
Thank you. You always have my back.
Have fun.
I will.
Suzuki All New Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
7-seater in style. All new Ertiga debut.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Isuzu Philippines has donated 1 unit of Isuzu D-Max 4x4 LSMT to the Philippine Red Cross Laguna chapter for the Taal Volcano Eruption Relief Efforts Mobilization.
Nung sumabog ang Bulkan Taal, napag-usapan namin paano ba makakatulong Isuzu Philippines sa ganitong trahedya. Ang strength po ng Isuzu Philippines is mag-provide ng transportation. So I think magagamit po ang Isuzu D-Max 4x4 pickup ng Philippine Red Cross sa kanilang mga mobilization activities, pagdadala ng mga serbisyo, pagdadala ng mga donasyon at pagdadala ng mga tao sa mga affected areas, hindi lang sa Laguna kundi para ma-augment yung kanilang operation sa mga malalapit na probinsya na mas apektado tulad ng Batangas at ng Cavite.
So malaki ang matutulong nito sa aming ongoing operations ngayon na ginagawa sa Taal operations, and at the same time mas marami kami may bibigay na tulong at makakargang mga relief goods papunta sa iba't ibang mga evacuation centers dito sa ating probinsya ng Batangas.
Additional supplies were also provided, such as bottled water, toiletries, clothes, and other essentials to alleviate the condition of evacuees and affected individuals.
It's equipped with a 4x4 features. It can go anywhere. It's a very powerful. The Isuzu D-Max is equipped with JJ1 TC 177 PS horsepower that can take you anywhere. It's also para doon sa operation, it's very fuel efficient. Hindi siya magastos sa fuel using diesel. It's very environment friendly. It's equipped with Euro 4 common rail direct injection diesel engine. It's very durable and very dependable. Hindi ka bibitinin yan. So sa loading, it can load as much as 1 ton. So maraming may kakarga tulad ng nasa likod natin. Maraming may kakarga mga donations, mga tao sa likod, yung mga pwedeng dalhin sa mga affected areas.
Local residents are encouraged to support humanitarian organizations and to do initiatives in helping the victims of the recent eruption.
Isuzu is delighted to be able to help bridge volunteers such as the Philippine Red Cross and people affected by the eruption. To all the televiewers, we are encouraging you all to do initiatives to helping the victims of Taal volcano eruption. Thank you very much.
Toyota Motor Philippines made several exciting announcements during its Thanksgiving party held in January. In lieu of having the annual party for the media, Toyota shared its efforts and initiatives to provide assistance to families affected by the recent Taal volcano eruption. The company and its media partners have pledged 2 million pesos as aid for evacuees in regional relief centers in Batangas and Laguna province. Additionally, Toyota proudly reported that the Philippine automotive market finished 2019 with 2.4% growth rate, led by a strong fourth quarter from most industry players. During the toast, Toyota Motor Philippines chairman Mr. Alfred VT stated that it is the company's role to drive the industry back to sustainable growth. Furthermore, Toyota's locally assembled flagship passenger car, the Toyota Vios, which is entered under the Comprehensive Automotive Reform Program, remained as the country's best-selling vehicle, with 33,181 units sold. On top of that, Toyota has officially kicked off its partnership with Football Academy and league operators 7x7 to launch Toyota Football for Tomorrow, or the TFFT, in the Philippines. The company's youth program, created to help young and aspiring football players have access to proper training and development. Ford Philippines has launched the newest variant of the Ranger pickup, the FX4. This edition makes Ford Philippines have the widest lineup of pickup trucks in the country, with 13 available variants.
Ford today offers, including FX4, 13 variants in the Ranger lineup. So we start from XLS, which has 5 variants, and we go all the way to Raptor. So we straddle the entire pickup segment. from an entry point all the way to the top end of it. Offering 13 variants, have maximum number of variants in Philippines market today. So that kind of serves every pickup aspirant with an appropriate vehicle of their necessity. That's why we say Ranger for everyone.
So basically the launch of the new FX4, you see at the back here, will help add to the already a wide range of the product that we are offering into the market. So with the introduction of this new product, will enhance our product offering into the Philippines. So it's allow us to broaden our customers, and we have the product that is suitable for everybody.
Powering the Ranger FX4 is Ford's proven 2.2-liter Duratorque diesel engine with a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, producing 160 PS and 385 Nm of torque.
You will see actually from the exterior the changes that we made, the upgrades that we made. I would say the most striking would be the new wheels that we have. Unique FX4 black painted wheels. It's 18-inch, and then we also have a new mesh grille up front. And then we have a sports bar at the back, a matte black sports bar. So aside from that, we also have FX4 badges at the sides of the car and a 3D badge at the rear of the vehicle. So those are for the exterior. For the interior, we also made some enhancements. Most notably, it comes in leather seats. We do have raised red stitching all around the vehicle. And there is a new infotainment system that we have here. It's an 8-inch touchscreen that is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay ready. So for the two variants, we start off with the manual transmission. So it's a 4x2 manual with a 2.2-liter diesel engine. It starts at 1,256,000, and the automatic variant starts at 1,316,000 pesos.
The new Ford Ranger FX4 boasts a bold design inside out and features that will help widen the appeal of the Ranger among customers seeking for a versatile and capable pickup truck.
So Philippines is one of the important markets within Ford ASEAN that I'm responsible for a couple of reasons. One is because it's one of the markets that we also have a Ranger as the best-selling vehicle in our Ford lineup. And in December alone, if you look back in December 2019, Ranger was the best-selling among the pickup segment here in the Philippines. So it was very good for us. And also we see a lot of growth potential in the Philippines because we are still seeing the growth in the industry, and the pickup segment is also growing. So next year we are also forecasting that the pickup segment will still maintaining at about 17%, which is quite big to compare to the industry at the size of 400,000 something in the Philippines. Yes.
Within ASEAN, Ranger is one of the highest selling products for us. And within ASEAN, Philippines is a very important market for pickup. And being one of the top 3 performers of pickup in Philippines, we become very important to the ASEAN as a whole. So bringing in a variant like FX4 really reinforces this commitment of the region to support Philippines market in the pickup industry. And this is going to add value to us, not by just more sales, but happy customers and more experience.
Our strategy has always been about strengthen our position in truck and SUV, and this will add to another lineup to strengthen our truck product lineup. And also we continue to work on our SUV. Early last year, I think end of last year, we launched also a new freshening product for Everest. So those are some of the key products that we continue to bring into the Philippines to further strengthen our brand position and broaden our customers in the Philippines market. We continue to work on bringing new and freshening products to serve our customers here.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Shortly after its debut in the Philippines, the Volkswagen LAMANDO comes in with additional features and details. What's new with the well-loved sedan? Find out on this week's Showcase. Watch this. That was all about the Volkswagen LAMANDO 1.4 TSI DSG SEL. Its tough yet friendly features make it a sought-after sedan. Our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Suzuki all-new Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style. All-new Ertiga debut.
Dad, naflatan kami.
Dad? Dad?
You okay? Iwan mo na yan. Ako na bahala dyan. Let's go. Hatid ko na kayo. Tara. Excuse me? Let's go!
Thank you. You always have my back.
Have fun.
I will.
We now have our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
Last week, we highlighted the problem on commercial wastes that are being deposited onto the Pasig River. As we toured aboard the Pasig River Ferry System's 150-seater boat, we noticed that the wastes go directly to the river, which can be bothersome to the commuters taking the said transport mode. On a positive note, the Pasig River Ferry System is seen as one of the transport alternatives and a traffic solution as well to the woes that the industry is facing right now. We turn to Yusek Frisco San Juan, MMDA Deputy Chairman and the head of the Pasig River Ferry System, to know his thoughts about this. According to him, several government agencies, including the DENR, are responsible for problems like these.
Pagka merong sa discharge, may nakitang violation, may closure. Nagkakaroon ng closure order yung establishment. So.
Aside from this, water lilies also sometimes cause problems in the operation of the ferry system, most especially for smaller boats.
Dito sa type of boat na to, minimal ang effect. Kaya niya yung water lily problem. Yung ibang boats namin, medyo apektado siya. Pagka masabit, meron kaming divers. Dumadive sa ilalim yun kahit hindi nakakakita, kinakapalang nila.
The Undersecretary is also confident that the Pasig River Ferry System will continue under President Duterte's term.
Itong program na to will last hanggang sa time ni Pangulo Duterte. It's up to the next administration kung ipupush nila. But if we will succeed, we will highly succeed during these remaining years ng present administration. Sigurado naman na the next administration will push for continuation. In fact, they can do a lot of improvements pa after.
We do hope that the project will continue and improve as years go by. We're also encouraging everyone to take a look and try the Pasig River Ferry System to help decongest traffic in some areas in the metro.
That's our public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. And may we remind you once again that if you come across any motoring issue or problem that you deem as unsafe or inimical to the general motoring public, which you would like us to highlight on this portion or to refer to the proper authorities for appropriate action, please feel free to let us know about it. Take a look at your screens for our contact details. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 33rd year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!